I just had to do that. As soon as I unmute her, it's just like, can I speak yet? Hi, everybody. I'm in a mood. All right, go ahead.
Glad to see you in this kind of mood. So, we're going to be talking about the gateway to the pineal gland, huh? This is Kit. I'm Candy. We're welcoming back Jay. So glad to have you here today.
So glad to be here as always.
And we're getting new family members almost every day, and it's amazing to have all of these amazing family members joining us that want to be able to learn, to heal, to be able to step forward. So I want to thank you guys for being here. And yes, my name is Kit, and this is Candy. We are a mother-son duo, and we both do spiritual work. And then we also work with Jay Matta and his wife, April Matta, and they're also amazing spiritualists that also go into the higher dimensions and bring truths, and it's amazing. So thank you, Jay, for being here.
My brother, it's always good to spend these minutes with you. I tell you, it's always good. You know, thank you for having me back.
Of course.
Do we need this? I'll go around the plate. You got it? Okay.
We're never ready.
Oh, well, it's been a rough couple weeks, right?
It has been.
So we're good.
So an update of how I've been feeling. So as you guys know, I haven't been feeling very well for the last 3 weeks, and I haven't really had, well, my mind is still a little foggy right now, but physically, everything has basically just come to a close yesterday? It was yesterday, right? Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So now I'm starting back on the climb hill up of feeling better. So yay.
That's great. That's great. So the body's just, just because it's the physical body that we get to reside in, we got to deal with, right? And just got to go through that up and down of everything. And I think people get the hopefully this helps people. See, you're really good about this, kid, because you put this out in the open, what people really go through, but they don't really have the courage to talk about. And this is really good that you do this. It really helps people like that. And, this is the only way that we're going to get a breakthrough. Any of us are going to get a breakthrough by understanding that you don't just get to a place and lock in and there you live high vibes forever. You got to, it's just about how quickly you can rebound back.
It's very true.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any type of shame when talking about what's going on within your body, because closed mouths don't get fed. It doesn't matter what you're going through, right? Everybody has something to share, that like what type of medicine that they have. And I've been learning that from the Indian tribe. A lot of the Indian spirits have been coming to visit me and have been telling me stories. And that's what I've been learning from, is when stories are not shared, things are not learned. So
True. True.
If you don't share what's going on within your body, how can someone else learn, or how can you learn from a master that's already been through it? Right.
Isn't that messed up when you think about it? Because we're spirits having this human experience, so we're all driving the same somewhat of a car, whatever they want to put us in. To get to share it with people is going to be how I think we're going to grow a lot quicker. To be able to be like, okay, tell someone, hey, this is how you get through this. This is how you get through this, and to be open with this. So I'm curious, as far as you're getting a lot of you're getting the break into the Indian tribes now, right? Has that been coming recently?
It just basically started, last night.
Shit, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So what's that even like? I mean, how do you get that?
Well, Denise from the Truth Tour, she gave me a baggie and she was like, "Here, enjoy." I'm like, "Ooh, okay."
I got you. I got you.
Yummy, yummy, jelly bean, jelly
I
jellies.
understand. Yep, 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 yep. There they are, and there they come, right?
So I'm like, "Oh, okay. So I'll take one tonight." So I couldn't really sleep last night, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, pop.
Were you out in no time?
It helped me to go out in no time. So that was great. I think I'm gonna take it again tonight.
But earlier.
But earlier.
Which means like right after we get off the live.
Yeah, and where you think? So are you gonna meet your new Indian friends?
I'm
You think?
gonna see what I can do to help me to meet more, yeah.
So do you think with this that it opens up? I mean, we're talking about the pineal gland. Do you think it like leads to the like you just can drive the car? You know what I mean? Like you can say, okay, I think I'm going to go here today. I'm going to meet the Indians today. I'm going to meet these people today. Do you think it works like that? Or do you think it's just that they show up and it's like they're kind of like we wait for them?
Well, everybody has their strengths. Jay, you for instance, you're able to drive your spiritual body to where you want it to go, right? Because you know what you need. For someone like me, that wants everything. When it comes to information, it's like, ooh, information, yes. Give me it all. Well, I think I need to be more in the passenger side and let my guides guide my spiritual body where it needs to go. So I don't have any control over that. But there are a lot of people out there that have that ability to drive their spiritual body to where they need it to be.
I walked into a casino about 2 years ago, and I saw some very authentic Indian tribunal ceremonial stuff behind a glass case, and I all of a sudden I was just swept into a place where I saw them dancing. And I heard the drums and I heard their voices. It was really beautiful.
You know, it's amazing that culture, just what they bring to us. I mean, they're so connected to the universe, so misunderstood. You know what I mean? It's incredible. It really is. And you hear bits and pieces about them, but I'm not sure unless you are them how much really people know about what they actually can do, what they've actually bought, and the value and how close they are to the actual spirit we live in, and the way we need to at least be open to living. So, you know.
Well, I know that way back in the day, the Indian tribes, way back when, were able to do a lot of the shape-shifting. Turning into animals, moving from places to places in animal form. You could say kind of like Brother Bear or that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. How they turned into a bear and then, yeah.
Learned his lesson?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They do that, literally. Or they used to. That was a truth. That was a truth coming out in cartoon form.
Remember when we were in Utah and they were telling us about that place that we got to see?
Mm-hmm.
Where they're shape-shifting? That's something else. That's something I would love to see.
Me too.
You know, by experiencing that. That's the world we live in. Check that out. How cool is that we get to talk about this like, and it seems kind of normal now, right?
Right.
Publicly, where people are watching like that.
Well, we're through us breaking our pineal gland open.
Yeah.
And the world events, it's all moving us into the new earth.
Yeah.
And what I've realized is that we're moving into the new earth. We're all moving into the new earth. It doesn't matter who. We're all moving. Some slow at a slower pace than others, some at a faster pace. But what I'm realizing is that the closer that we get, the more that we start dropping our, what do you call those? Addictions. As you guys notice, you don't see me puffing anything at the moment, right? Because I'm weaning myself off. Well, before last night, it was 5 days I haven't touched it. I didn't touch it for 5 days until last night because of a certain situation that made me go back to puffing it last night. So today, I haven't touched it. So it's at the beginning of the day one again.
So what? It happens. You go
Right.
back and you get up and you just do it again, you know? But the pineal gland, like we're talking about, I mean, gosh, it is more crucial than ever right now for people to let that open up and do whatever they can do to open it up because we need the messages, we need the guidance, we need the direction, we need the discernment more than ever, you
It's
know?
true.
And it's incredible. I mean, I think, we were, we all did it as far as like getting on the bandwagon when we went to Utah to find out about what Asea. And again, again, this is what's helping us a lot. Me helping a lot to open up that field. Like, it's imperative in today's world. We're going through those shifts. We're going through the ascension symptoms, the Schumann resonance effect, the whatever one calls it, right? Kid, you saying to me the other day about going to see the aliens, going to the ship. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's there. It's like, it's pretty cool now. We're getting to write the story. We're getting to write the story. When the pineal gland opens up, I'm finding out, are you feeling this, Candy? Too, are you feeling that? Like, I think with the pineal gland writing it up, it's almost like you get to project the movie out, how it's going to look like, or you can almost write the story. It's like your future is just an extension of how you see it anymore.
Oh, totally. And if you don't like the story you're writing, you change it.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah.
No, let's stop doing that.
Get out the big eraser, right?
Yeah. There's so many people still, waiting for the there's so many people waiting for the story to still happen, a story to still happen, and not realizing that, look, I think that, with your show and, you just having us and other people on, I mean, the fact that you're just giving the space for people to say, look, write your own damn story. Stop waiting for the story to happen. That's the thing that's happening. And we're right there right now where we need to start writing our own version, our own life story. We need to do that. You need a pineal gland to help you do that. You need to open up. You need to bring all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what you said about stop waiting.
Yeah.
I like that. And part of the decision Kid and I have made again and again and again was to bring us forward, was always going to that uncomfortable place. Like, for instance, that non-committal. I don't want to commit to this. I don't want to commit to that appointment. I don't want to commit to this, whatever it is that comes your way. You can feel the struggle within, and so Kid and I talked about that, and we were like, where is that getting us? That's not getting us anywhere. And so we continue to make the hard decisions so that we move forward and we stay in a positive frame of mind. As 24/7 as we can. And when we catch that we're not in that positive mind, we get back to it. Because sometimes that happens. It happens to all of us, where a little thought will come in and you latch onto it before you realize it.
And it's going to happen all the time, and we just got to get better. Like how quick we see. That's the thing, and I think that's the if people can realize that everybody's just going to go to those places all the time, it's just, again, like we were talking about, how quick can you come back from it? You know what I mean? Can it be a second? Is it going to be a day? Is it going to screw up your whole day, your whole month, your whole week, or are you going to just go and be done with it in a second? You know, and then that's where living in spirit is really going to be about, and that's how we're going to get closer to the. I don't know. This is where I feel like, we, like you always say, kid. It's just like, we're able to hit the different dimensions throughout the day, and this is where we just get better at it. And if people can get aware of it, I really hope people get this when we continue to talk about it, because there's still a lot of that waiting around, waiting for that something. You know, they're still waiting for that something to show up. They're still waiting for the magic wand to be popped up, and whatever. If it shows up, it shows up. But until that time happens,
Got to do something to keep us moving forward.
we have to, and you got to create your own damn wand, in the interim.
And I think that's a reason why that the Indian tribes, the spirits of the Indian tribes, the older ones, have been waking up lately to help guide us to write our own stories, because they are story masters. They are the masters of holding and gathering stories.
Hey, what would be pretty cool is, because I've gotten the privilege to be, me and April and Janie, we've gotten the privilege to kind of sit with you too. Could you two share with people, like, I mean, that effect that you have on people, how you do that? Can you? Because I think we've been talking about a bit about, like, maybe, like, starting to make that available. You've been talking about making that available at a mass level to people to really help them get connected. And I just think it would be so great for people to really get a vibe of that, what they're about to experience, what they could experience. Can you explain to them what that's going to look like, or what that could look like if people were to get together? And you all, if you haven't seen this, Kid and Candy, how they do their clearing, it's quite the event. It's something I don't think I've ever seen before. Can you explain to you how you're can you help us to others to understand, like, how you're tapping in? Because I know one does one, and then the other one does something else. How's that energy flowing back and forth? Like, it's like almost like the different parts of a battery that are moving, that are making this whole machine going. But there's something with the two of you that make this clearing happen, and it blasts out a lot of stuff. Can you help us to understand that?
Well, at first we were doing singular sessions, but our gifts are starting to really just blossom and grow. So with your wonderful suggestion, we're thinking of doing the groups.
Remember years ago, you and I would talk about filling stadiums of people and having the mass healing, and we had no idea how we were going to bring that about. And it was like, do we just and make it happen? But everything has a path, a journey, because even though something is planted within us, a seed, a desire, it may be ready for us, but we may not be ready for it. And so that's where the journey comes in preparing us for these things. And as Kid and I were learning to do this, it was an ebb and flow, and then it was a flip-flop. He was doing mine, and I was doing his.
And now I'm like, and she's like,
That was the only time you spoke light language, wasn't it? That was really something. That was something. And it is really amazing when the stars come in to me, and they don't do it often, to where I teach the lessons, but boy, that was incredible. There is an incredible amount of power that drops into the vessel, into our body when the stars begin to channel. And I've had the pleasure of doing that once or twice.
I'm used to it, so if it feels powerful to you, it just feels normal to me.
What I mean, let me explain that power, because everyone has their own idea of what powerful means, right? So I'm more laid back, and I'm more quiet, and I can have shy moments, but all of that stepped aside, and I felt energized, and I felt like my body was vibrating. And I had all of this energy that pushed the message through. It was like having 5 cups of coffee in one moment. It was pretty incredible. So when we are in session, we feel the energies, and those energies tell us what needs to be done. So, blockages, attachments, I can see the attachments, feel the attachments. It's like seeing a memory. So there's like a video playing on the screen of my mind. Let me give you another example. When this began, I had gone to a women's retreat through a church, and there were 5 women that were called up to be prayed over, and I just stood on the sidelines and really paid attention to what was being shown to me, when all of a sudden I saw flames appear above each of their heads. One's flame was really huge. It was like past the ceiling. And another one was big but smaller, and then smaller, and one was almost petering out. And then there was one lady who had a fetus on the top of her head, no flame.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. And so I went up to talk to each of the ladies and told them what I saw and what that meant, that they are, of course, the high flame, they're on the path to where they need to be. And the other ones, their journey is still opening up for them. And the one with the smallest flame, she was still having, like, if moments. What if I do this? And what if I don't do this? And so she was not really committing to any of that. Now let's get to the woman with the fetus. I walked up to her and I said, "Are you pregnant?" And she goes, "No, I'm nursing. I just had a baby and I'm nursing. There's no possible way I could be pregnant." Well, she came back to me 2 weeks later. She found me that Sunday and she goes, "How did you know?"
She was pregnant.
She's pregnant.
Oh, shit.
I went in and got a test. I was pregnant. I got to thinking about what you said, and it just spurred me on to go get a test, and sure enough, I'm pregnant.
Wow. So, all right, let me ask you this then. Are you two... All right, we're pretty tight now, right? So we can say we're tight. We're getting a rhythm. We've got...
we?
Yeah, come on. But hey, can we get you to do this for people like that? Because I think that's what people need. I mean, can we, you know what I mean? Like that whole community of just getting together where you've done for us, and I know you've done for others. But what about that? Your gifts that you two have to be able to connect all these people together and be able to do like this mass clearing like you know how to do, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
ever
You know,
since
there's
the gift,
There's that unconditional love between you two, so that works. You know what I mean?
That's important.
it is important.
So it's the thing, right? It's like totally I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what, you know, I mean, you can tell that, you know, you both have fallen sore for each other, you know, so that unconditional love, that works. I mean, if you could do that for these people and get in there and, you know, I know we've been talking about it I'm talking out loud about it because I think that's how, for me, it's how I talk things into existence. So I'm manifesting you for other people. But wow, I think what a powerful experience that could be for people to really get them that pineal gland opening up for once and for all. You know, if anybody's got a shot, I mean, you two have that shot to be able to help people break that pineal gland open. I believe so. Get them on the journey, get them on the ride, let them know the direction where they're going, let them know how they're going to feel, what to be prepared for, making sure they're protected, making sure they got their Asea in their lunchbox, whatever that is when they go on the ride, right?
There.
What is Diane saying? What Diane saying? I'm looking at your chat. What you two do is required right now. That's what Diane says. What you two do is required right now. We all need that.
So she's good at doing a lot of the revealing and the clearing and all that. I can do the clearing. It's easy to do the clearing. I just don't touch it. Because that right there messes with the information that I gather. The stories that I look at. The memories that I see. And they just flood into me when I focus upon somebody's energies. When I look at somebody's energies, it like splits apart into, it's kind of like the Matrix. When you go into the screen, you see all the numbers. That's kind of like what I see, except I don't see the numbers. I see with every number is a memory. And they're kind of like a picture screen that's moving. And that's what I see every time that I look at somebody's energies. That's what I can see when I tap into their stories. And that's what I saw with you, Jay, when we did a session with you. You, April, and Janie last Sunday. And that was pretty amazing with what I saw. And that's how I saw in 3 days' time from then, you'll be going onto your ship. Because I saw the future picture right up here, and I'm like, oh, look at that. He's going to go onto his ship in about 3 days.
Your true accuracy of how you see things, how you work through things is just it's uncanny. It really is. It's the real deal. And I just think it's just, like Diane was saying in the chat, this is so needed right now. This is what you two do is what needs to happen. I mean, if we're going to make a world change, could you get into that, maybe like a kind of private Zoom thing where people can show up and like we all did and do your magic. See, I'm putting you on the spot, aren't I?
I think that would be wonderful if we could probably use our calendar, right? The calendar that we have people put a day so they can put all their information in there, and I could email every single one of them the Zoom link and everything like that.
We can set up a new calendar where we have what days we're going to have these events, and they can sign up for those particular days, whichever one works for them. And then, yes, it would take them to that form to where they would fill out so that we could get their information and get in contact with them.
So that would be wonderful. We could just do it like that so they can just go and sign up for
it. and that's going to be absolutely incredible. And that's going to create you two are going to just really bridge the collective consciousness together and just merge it and get everybody in a different way of being. I'd just be able to the challenge is always duplicating yourselves, isn't it? And this is a way to help get that going there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever I can do to help, that. I mean, anything I can do to
yeah, we would love you to have. We would love to have you there.
Get you out there. You know what I mean? And get you out there, and let people experience what I've experienced and what I know that the world needs right now is that interconnection. I mean, that goes beyond just having a conversation, but really feeling the peace, the healing, the mind, body, spirit. Not to mention, which everybody forgets. I always like to say, It's mind, body, spirit, and prosperity. There's a fourth cousin in there.
There's always a hidden fourth.
There's always a hidden fourth. Don't forget that one too, you know? Hey, let me know so I can get in first on this thing, please. Okay, see? There you go. There you go. And there it starts. Isn't that something? Isn't that
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing and right up our alley.
And that would be amazing to be able to allow people to experience this, but to also learn how to do it too. It would be awesome if people would learn to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're just gonna start following the lead, and you know, someone's got to take the step, right? I mean, you two have the courage to do it. I mean, you're doing the courage of this show. Someone needs to take the step, and you two do that, and then they start doing it, and then it's gonna continually. Then people can start to pay it forward, and then we got a chance of just instead of watching show after show and show about what the world could look like, we just actually live the world the way it looks like, and that's it. Not just thinking about it, not just talking about it, just actually, it's it. It's how we create it.
Well,
You know?
we are in the very beginning of creating it because the basic teardown of the old reality was the Queen. She was basically the catalyst to the old paradigm dying. Get it? She's an old paradigm. And she died.
And there she goes.
And there she goes.
And there she goes, right?
So we are already creating that new reality of starting a whole new paradigm, but we just need to start standing together and start getting ourselves ready for that new earth movement. For instance, me putting down my vape was a big step for me. I can't take that into that new earth. I just can't. I know I can't. It's a bad habit. And I'm feeling so much better not picking it up all the time. So this is something that's going to be happening for all of us, that we're all just going to start dropping things and start picking up new, amazing things. So we just have to be ready for it.
It's awesome. You see your chat? Look at that. You see that? There you go. There you go. Everybody's ready. Everybody's waiting. They're waiting for your knowledge, your spirit, you know, to guide us to the next place, you know.
Ready or not, here I come.
Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. You know, I think it'd be fantastic. I think it'd be just an amazing new paradigm, a new way of living life, a new way of collecting consciousness, a different way. People that want to be there will be there. People that don't just won't be there. That's all it is. Very simple, right? You know, the ones that want to be like, hey, I want to grow. I want to connect. I want to find my soul sister and brother. They'll show up. They'll be there.
Yeah, I agree.
And then they'll ripple effect it out. You know, and then it'll create a ripple effect from what you all have done.
Yeah, right.
I love my ripple effects.
Yeah, me too.
I love your ripple effects too.
Well, I like talking about my ripple effects. Ripple.
Don't forget your ripple effect. Have you been taking your ripple effects, everybody?
I have, for sure. And
Ripple
I have to
effect.
say, this has been an amazing journey with this. Yes, that just like what April went through with that really major downslide, and I just went through it with my major downslide, and then now I'm making that climb back up. I have to say, this, if you can make it through that downward spiral and start that climb back up with this Asea, I have to say it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a layer and layer. Imagine all that time, all these years that you put all that shit into your body and whatever is in there and whatever external and in, you know, what all the energies and stuff that we put in, and you know, just give your body a break, right, everybody, and let it. The layers are peeling away now like an onion, you know, like an orange, right? And then a new version's gonna pop out. So, wow, we've been on it for 9 months, and I tell you, it's just it's truly a freeing experience now.
Very
It
true.
really is. There you go, Candy. Yes, Janie, Asea is the quicker picker-upper.
It really is. You know, I don't know what my life right now, at this moment, where it would be without this Asea.
No shit, huh? You feel that way?
And that's the way I feel right now.
That's incredible. That's
Yep.
a badass statement to make. It really is.
Because with how good that I'm feeling right now, from how bad that I was feeling, it's like the God in me just woke up.
Yeah.
That's what this did, is that it just woke up the God in me. So
Yeah.
now my gifts have really awakened to where I'm seeing things in a whole different light, and I am choosing different ways on how to move forward with myself, with what I desire, with what I would like to do. So it's pretty awesome.
I was just sitting there thinking, when we have gone through changes like this without the Asea, it didn't flow as nice. And you're extreme in everything that you do. You're extreme in your teaching, you're extreme in your love, you're extreme in everything that you put forward from yourself. And you're extreme in your anger too.
Yeah.
So
There is no halvesies. There is either nothing
it's all or nothing.
or everything.
So I would say that this has brought a quicker calmness to you when the anger comes in.
Yeah.
Because I feel less exhausted, and because the anger that's a lot of high frequency being shot at me or anyone else, depending on who your focus is. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not so much like that anymore, and I'm really grateful. That's incredible right there.
Yeah.
And then my strength to be able to walk you through those moments. And do you remember all I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. How do I do that? Can I? Right? It's like, teach me how. And I'm having less and less of those moments now that I'm thinking about it. So it must be doing amazing things with that pineal gland and connecting me, because I am standing in my power a lot more than I used to.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
There's a level of there's just a level of confidence that comes out. Like, kid, you describe it the best. It awakens the God within you, the goddess within you, whatever you describe it as, but that special source power that we all have. And it absolutely awakens that within you. You and Candy, you do walk in strength. You find you walk stronger, you walk bolder, you are so confident, you're so clear, you're so defined. I mean, everything your levels of discernment just become so much greater with all of this. It's crazy that this little blue bottle, what it's doing for humanity. I mean, we're sitting on the scientific breakthrough of humanity. This, medium-sized bottle, I should say, but whatever. It's this bottle, what it's doing for humanity. How it's really, literally just getting us to access that God power spark, that GPS. That is just incredible. I mean, every day I still take it as long. I mean, I don't take it for granted. I still wake up and I'm thinking, holy shit, I can't believe that I can be like this, perform like this, function like this, think like this, create like this,
Yeah.
That's going to play a part in what we do with our group clearings too, isn't it?
I believe so. Listen, okay. So instead of instead of like, just again listening and watching another show, let's like what you two do, just okay, here's the steps. Here's the action. Let's do it. Let's take action. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
People can hear theories all day long. You know what I mean?
Very
But who
true.
gets action? Who gets action? Let's get that. Let's get action going. You
Okay.
know? Let's get people to 5D. If there's that concept of 5D and whatever your version of it is, and break free collective consciousness, let's just get them there to flip. You know? Let's get you right there. Why waste time? I mean, look, everybody, look what we're all going through. You know what I mean? Look what we're experiencing. I mean, look at other people you were watching. Look at the people in chat. What we're all experiencing. We're getting the breakthroughs. Let's get there together. Let's not waste any more time. Let's not overthink this. Let's get together. Take your two lead to be able to guide us, to be able to clear us, to tie it all together. You know. And let's go.
Let's go.
The next ride, Let's go to the next. Let's go on the ride.
Yeah. Okay. So after the show, we'll talk about making those plans and getting it set
Yeah,
up.
for sure. Yeah.
And
Thanks for
we also still have our psychic game show with
yeah.
Spiritually Raw
That's gonna
on
be
the 17th. That's going to be fun.
That's gonna be fun. And so everybody, you'll get to see everybody. And this is another thing. See, that's the cool stuff that we should be doing. I mean, like the clearing and the psychic game show, which is gonna, at the end of the day, what it's gonna do? It's gonna teach you to be so confident about your decisions. It's gonna teach you to have courage about the decisions, about what you're thinking. I mean, that's it. We're gonna learn. I mean, I tell you what you two do, and you're so blessed. You're so blessed to teach and really show an example for people about how to really live a better existence.
Honestly, through our session last Sunday, when I told you about the ship, you'll be on your ship in about 3 days. At first, I believed it, but then in about 2 days, I'm like, is it even going to happen for him? All of these doubts start coming up. Worrying if my prediction was correct. What I have to say is never doubt your own predictions, your own premonitions. And this goes for every single one of you family members. If you feel something, if you hear something, believe in it. Even if it doesn't happen, still believe in it. Because all you have to do is just remember, it's not about the date. It's about the weight of the story of what it is. That's what you need to focus upon. How much weight is it going to give to the love of the world, of humanity?
Well said. Well said. Everybody, you're watching, this is beautiful. Wow, this is so beautiful. You're watching the new way, or the way that life's supposed to be, where a collective consciousness is about to form. You're watching that. You're watching the planning of getting a collective. You're watching the planning of bringing a collective consciousness together. Tell all your friends about this channel, for real, because this is where you're going to hear it. This is where you're going to feel it. This is where you're going to feel it. This is where you're going to see something like this be put in action. This is when you see that kind of courage, where it goes from just someone talking about collective consciousness to actually saying, here's how we're doing it, let's do it, and you're going to feel it. You're going to vibrate with it. You're going to watch it on your channel.
Yeah.
That's what I got when I went to the ship.
And I was very happy that you were able to get onto your ship that day. I was like, oh my God, it happened, and I'm so happy for you. Yeah, this is so amazing.
You know what? I tell you, what a beautiful ride. What a beautiful ride. And in the download, you come back with a clarity. You know what I mean? You know what it is. You come back with the downloads, and everybody, this is going to be happening to you. So this is it. This is going to start happening to you. You're going to go through a clearing. You start joining these whenever you all start setting up those dates and how that's going to transpire. That's going to be. Don't forget, everybody, holy smokes, to stay connected to the channel, because that's when you're going to know about when you guys set up the dates, right? Because you'll announce it through here, like when the Zooms are.
Wait.
I got distracted. Say it again.
I got distracted too.
Because you'll let everybody to know the dates through here, right? Through the channel, so everybody wants to make sure they're staying connected and subscribed.
Yes, we could do that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can let them know when the calendar is open to sign up for that.
Also, the WordPress, it has our calendar link there too, and so you can go back and check on that too, and save that link.
Yeah.
So, Diane, every single one of us is a commander of our own ship, and that's his ship that he went on to. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Yeah, I accidentally put the date as 9/2/22. It's 9/27.
We'll get that changed.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, my goodness. What a fun conversation.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks. I appreciate and spend time with you all in a minute.
Right.
You know, it's nice to keep connected. And I'm looking forward to when we start doing more and more of these, and especially more and more in these, the way, that connecting the world, connecting the dot conversations, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That feeling.
So, how do you see yourself being a part of all of this, Jay?
Well, as of right now, I'm your biggest cheerleader. So where it goes from there, I'll show up and we'll go with the rhythm. Yeah.
Well, you're really great at learning with visually watching somebody doing their work. So you'll be picking it up in no time as well.
I'd like to really be able to bring in whatever by manifesting or harnessing in your energies and the spirit that you tap into to really help share the abundance aspect of this for people.
Well, wait until I introduce you to the halls of the gods.
Really,
wait until you're in their presence.
really help people, tap their abundance source. You know what I mean? Through what you can create there. So I'm on for the ride. I appreciate the invite. I do. Thank you for that.
The halls of the gods is, you could say that what you felt when you went onto your ship times that feeling by 1,000.
I love it.
That's what the halls of the gods is going to feel like.
I'm ready. I love it. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm ready.
Because when I first walked into there, and the pressure, it felt like I was spiritually being pushed down that I almost fell to my knees. That's how much pressure was up there. I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing. Most of the seats were empty, and only 3 of them were filled. The 3 brothers, Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. But imagine if all the seats were filled.
Yeah.
That would have been deadly.
Back in Los Baños, I was in the dining room, and that very thing happened to me. I felt the presence, but I didn't know how to see or what to know about it, and it felt like it was going to bring me to my knees.
You most likely visited the halls of the gods.
Interesting.
I wouldn't doubt it. Or the gods came to visit you.
I think
that's so cool. That is so cool. I love it. I love it.
Me too.
Get excited, everybody. Get excited. A new wave's upon us. I can feel it. You know it. I mean, I can feel it. It's here. It's here.
Yeah, I was telling Kid about a couple months ago. I said there's a shift coming. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I'm already being prepared to make changes. So then this is kind of unfolding. Wow. What if we were able to travel and go be with the people in big groups? Jay, all of us.
It's gonna totally happen. This is the story. This is how you create. I am such a big believer in this right now. We talk things into existence. Our chakras are opening up. Our throat chakras opening up. It's vibrating differently. The pineal glands are opening up. It's like we're getting direction. We know what to say. We're getting the downloads. We know how to get it out there. These things these are gonna be such the norm for those who embrace it, for those who get connected, for those who want this, for those who desire it, for those who long for it. Candy, this is gonna be the reality. People are gonna be able to do these things, But it's no longer like a waiting for. It's not. You see, the thing is, this is how I see it. It's not waiting for something to come for that to happen. We can take action now. We can take the action. The road is there for us now. We can take the action.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what to wait for. I don't feel the need to wait for anything.
I think that's
going to be there.
What we're planning on doing on the Zoom is what we need to do at the Truth Tour.
Mm. The next three stops. That's coming up next week, guys.
Do those major clearings. Mm-hmm. And we do it right there up on stage.
Wow, you see that, everybody? That's how you plan shit out. That's great. That is great. I love it. I love it. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it cool? Isn't it cool? And it's cool to just like, this is it. This is great. I love it. I love it. It's such a blessing to be able to create like this with you too.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And I hope other people really can just kind of like see what this is the simplicity of it all. Just talking it out,
Right?
The simplicity of it all. Just talking it out, getting it out there, and just driving it home. Yeah. Let's rock it. Wow. Look at you. Look at your people. Look at the people watching you. That's great. God bless you.
Well, I have to really thank the team and every family member out there, because without the team and every family member and everyone that has brought that connection, then none of this would have ever happened, and we would never have been introduced to the Asea, and the Asea wouldn't have awoken us to the point to where we're at today.
Yeah.
So I have to really say thank you to everyone, because all of this led up to us meeting you, Jay. Mm-hmm. And you are a big catalyst to a lot of this also happening. So thank you.
You're teaching us so much that we didn't know.
We're all like some of the parts equal the whole, don't they?
Yeah.
We all bring something to the spirit or to the consciousness that, and I think when we try to separate that, or I got this, and that never ends well. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That never ends well. The minute we can cherish each other's gifts and what one brings, or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 or 20 bring to the collective, that's how we all get blessed.
It is.
I believe that's how we all get blessed. There's no hierarchical system here. Everybody's got their part in the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. We're living younger longer now, so we're getting smarter. We're living younger longer. We're feeling better, so we can do this kind of work together. So we get a chance to hit the reset button on life and do it really right, and enjoy it.
It's very interesting. So, I'm 7 years clean off of the crystal meth, and that doing the crystal meth is an action, right? And I like to talk about the TWA, thoughts, words, and actions. So for me to get rid of all the addiction of the crystal meth, I went from A to W to T. T being the last one, and Asea helping me with getting rid of the last thought processes of crystal meth. Now, for my vape, I'm starting with the A, with stopping it, and now I have to work on the W, which is the words, and the T, which is basically the emotional standpoint, the thoughts of just completely
Habits
dropping it.
and yeah.
It's awesome how I'm going backwards now. But you have to let go of all three aspects of when you are getting rid of a habit. The TWA. And that's also tied into every habit, if you think about it.
Yeah, isn't that something?
It's a step. Each one's a step. And I feel like I have more energy not picking it up, not vaping every 5 seconds.
Yeah, it is. It's a different. I mean, you're what are the body? I think is turning more crystalline, like a light body, versus that carbon-based body. So our substances where we're getting a fly. I think that's why more people. I think more and more people are going to notice their out-of-body experiences, whatever they want to call them. More and more because we are getting lighter. And then that's where you, kid, can help them with what the hell did I just experience.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Because that's, as you know, that's not always the most nerving, comfortable experience, but it's gonna happen. But it's a good thing. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is just going to naturally get rid of the things that it knows that it can't bring into the new world. Think about it. Yeah. It just is natural. So if somebody says you have to be all fruitism or meatism or vegetism or whatever ism that they want you to be in their ism with,
Right?
well, they're ready for that ism, but are you ready to let go of all these other things to create that ism for yourself? No. It will just naturally happen. If you're supposed to be with the fruitisms or vegisms or whatever you want to call it, then your body will naturally start dropping off meat and all these other things when you are ready for it. But other than that, don't force yourself into something you are not ready for. Your body will just naturally go into it.
Or allow anyone to make you feel guilty about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Definitely through this experience, everybody that we're all going through, let your body do its thing on its own. Don't try to force it. Don't try to force it. It's gonna make its move. Just embrace it.
Wait a minute. Did Kid do a candyism?
Yes. It's a kidism. Kidism. It's a kid candyism.
It's okay, Kid. You can have your own isms.
Literal. Literally my own isms. Vegisms. Fruitisms.
Was that the word that you said?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's funny. Love it.
Oh my God.
I love it too. So we got to set this time up. So let's. I look forward to the videos when we can set a day. We'll talk about this more. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being open to this.
Thank you for
Inspiring us.
Yeah, inspiring us to do this today because I was uninspired to do anything right now.
That's all right. We'll get there together. Yeah, that's all good. It's all good. And thanks for having me back on today. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
It's good
It
to
really
good to
was.
spend time with you. Thank you for this.
We love you and April so much.
Yeah, likewise. We love you guys too. Yeah.
We're glad you're our upline.
Well,
Above
I mean,
Jason. Yeah.
part of the consciousness, right?
Yeah.
We're all doing this together. You know, we're all figuring this out together.
Yeah, we're all. Well, like I said before, where High Vibes Up is going, the whole family's going to go. And Jay, April, you guys at Spiritually Raw, and your family, you're all going with us because we're all in this together.
That's roll.
We're all a big
Let's
family.
roll.
So,
One big boat. One big happy boat.
one big happy boat.
We can call it the Love Boat.
You know what? I tell you, let's just get action. Let's do this. Get in groups. Everybody get experience. Everybody feel the healing, feel the power, feel the presence, feel the passion, everything that comes along with that, all the P's and all whatever other letters you want to come up with, but feel it. And there you go. These two are going to bring it. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited for what we're going to bring to the Truth Tour with that clearing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is going to be awesome. Oh yeah, don't forget everybody. Listen, before I love and leave you, you feel free. I'm the guy you end up talking to. They're the one. I'm the one they're pimping out. We're happy to help you, me and Janie. We're happy to help you.
No one's supposed to know that.
Yeah.
Pimpisms.
Right?
But yeah,
That's so funny.
I have to say, if you do the contact me, or if you do go to the website to look around, try not to buy anything just yet. It would be better if somebody would walk you through the process, because think about the website as the Flintstones versus the Jetsons. They are, that website is the Flintstones, and it's kind of hard to maneuver through, while all the other websites out there are the Jetsons. It's easy to go through that. So it's best if you had somebody walk you through that process, and to get you the best bang for your buck if you decide to, if you do want to try it out or not. So
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times we find out that people just go by because they don't want to have the patience, or they don't want to wait. They want to get on it right now, and I get it. I do too. But when they find out how much they could save for having Janie's help, they're like, Facebook. So be just a little patient. Sometimes quite a few people reach out and want to get an appointment with them, and they can't schedule it all at once. So one at a time, first come, first serve, right? First availability.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, and then listen, this is the God experience. So we want to make sure you're set up right. If you when you go to the site, you go to the High Vibe site, you hit the contact form. Just remember, you're not buying a lotion, potion, or shake. This isn't a league, a category, an aisle, and a store of itself. It's completely different. It's an experience that you're about to embark upon, and we just are here and happy to help give you the right guidance to make sure that one day you'll want to do something like what we're doing, which is talk about it because you feel it from the bottom of your heart that this is something that needs to be shared. You know, we got to just help you feel that way versus just feeling like it's another supplement, because that's not what it is.
Oh,
You know, it's an experience. It really is. I mean, I don't even like calling it a product or anything. It's an experience.
yeah, it's basically a life change.
Yeah.
Kind of like instead of a diet, it's a life change. You have to make a change with this, and this will just, naturally help you to change.
I love the fact that it's been referred to as as higher technology. Because
That's true.
this redox, that is not a new word. That has been around in people for a long, long time, and it's in children, like a lot in children, and that's why they are so active. That's why they heal fast. That's why they don't have wrinkles. I mean, it's just beautiful. So the cell signaling is a cell signaling supplement. It goes into your cell, into the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, and basically it explodes the energy. And so that's when all these things start to take place. I wouldn't change any of this, even though I had a hard week. You know, with the detox, I am better for the fact that it's not in my body. And the cleaner I get, I'm feeling different and lighter. I'm actually feeling lighter.
Yeah, same here. I ran up the stairs and I'm like, ooh, I'm floating.
Much lighter, much more vibrant, much more alive, and things like that. Look at this as like this. Your body has one. If you look at it, if you visualize this, 100% of people or beings in the world have cells. Every being, every living being, we have. Think about. We have one tank of gas that they gave us. Whoever created us, right? Gas, as we age, goes down, 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 which diminishes our ability to be able to perform at optimum levels. You're putting gas back in your tank. High octane. That's what you're doing. We all have to put the gas back in our tank to live the optimum life or choose to live the way we want. Choose not to live the way that way. You can live younger longer, everybody. You absolutely can live younger longer. You know, the aesthetics with this that it does, and this aesthetically will wipe away the hands of time. But most importantly, this is like you can absolutely feel yourself on the inside getting younger, can't you? You know what I mean? You absolutely, on the inside, stuff works better.
I'm just now starting to feel that, Jay.
Yeah, that's incredible. That for me is like it. I mean, like I said, it's nice to feel younger on the outside, but to feel the inside, holy smokes, that is just something else. You know, to feel the newness of everything and not, you just don't feel the discomfort, and you'll get there, everybody. But just call us though. It's important you set a time with one of us. Go through the contact. We do get, because a lot of people call in. But we'll set the time to spend with you, to walk you through, to find out what's best for you, what you're looking to want to do, and
I would like to make a suggestion though. Through this process, be sure to drink a lot of red clover tea. Reason being is because that's
a blood cleaner.
A blood cleaner.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's good.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I started it late, and I didn't start feeling better until after I started drinking the red clover tea, because during the crystal meth, there are 3 main ingredients to crystal meth. And there are crystal meth within some of the medicines that the deep state has given us through the hospitals and everything, which the 3 main ingredients is rat poison, wasp poison, and battery acid. Now imagine all of that going into your bloodstream. That was what poisoned me, and that's what made me feel majorly sick the last 3 weeks. Because the redox was pushing it out from deep within the cells, which is making my blood poisonous. So red clover tea will help with that. Zeolite only helps with the metals, not with the poisons. Poisons are not metals, so it's not going to capture that. It's going to leave that, because I've been taking zeolite for the last 3 weeks and it didn't help with that. So red clover tea will help with that poisons, that the medicines that are being pushed out of the body from the redox.
That is cool, red clover tea. Wow, that's pretty cool, kid. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Good advice to everybody. Everybody's gonna have their own experience, their own journey, as you push through it. Remember your cells are being you know, getting it going there.
Like I said before, High Vibes Up does it first so you don't have to.
Why, you took a bullet for everybody, didn't you?
Took one for the team.
All right, it's all right. Somebody's got to start it, right? Somebody's got to start it. So yeah, definitely call us, everybody. We're happy to help. We'll walk you through it. We'll make sure, and you know, you're good, and you got all your questions answered. You know, and enjoy this experience.
Someone
Enjoy
asked.
what,
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, enjoy what 5-dimensional feels like. This is what 5D is gonna feel like, and you're getting closer and closer. You're on the fast track to 5D, is what it is.
And Diane's just getting pulled out of her, detox period.
Hang in there, Diane. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
So you said someone asked a question?
Oh, yeah. Someone asked if they could call you if they have questions.
100%. Kid, can you put my number up there?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool. Okay, I guess I don't see it on this end when I'm looking at it. Yeah, absolutely.
Boink.
Yeah, definitely. Reach out to us. We want to help you.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome ride, knowing that you can now detox the metals that comes out of the blood with the zeolite, but also help to clean the blood with the red clover tea at the same time, so your detox would not last as long as mine or Diane's. And I thank God that we figured it out at least 3 days before I had to figure,
Those are stuff that I did as a standard years ago, and then I just kind of set the herbs aside and did energy work, and so we're bringing them back again.
We have to. We have to.
We do. Wow, amazing. Someone made the comment. Let's see.
So
I was like, I'm looking for it.
what?
Okay, Mickey Michelle said, heck, you can tell what it's done to Candy since the first time I ever saw her on here. Her skin looks great. Asea does wonders. And is someone, Candy, Kandi, she said, I agree with you, Mickey. So people are seeing the difference.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, yeah, you see. Hey, you can always go back to the videos a month ago and look at you. I mean, that's what believe me, go back a month ago, see for yourself, see the glow, see the...
Yeah, soon I can go Kid Beam and, shine, a beam off my face. Man.
And you were doing the bald thing like Kid, and now you've got hair all back.
Yeah, see that? Telling you.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just put this right in my hair. Just like this. Just like that. And just like that. And just like that. That's it. Do that a couple of times a day. And it's not greasy.
No,
it's
it's not.
Pretty much when you rub it in, it's gone and you don't even feel it. This stuff's incredible. I mean, this stuff, you put it everywhere. You want to, what April calls it, the facelift from the heavens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to tighten, you want a great, what do they got? What does she say? She goes, people want a great talk about a great hair day, but what about a great face day? You want a great face day? Right here.
Yeah, Diane, you have been. Diane says, I've been telling you, you're glowing, sister.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, we ready to wrap it up if there's no other questions?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks again. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, today was amazing. Thank you, Jay, for...
Oh, yeah, brother, it's always good to reconnect with you, that. And I'm glad we got to talk through this more and set the stage and have everybody witness what the new things, and I can't wait to see it all unfold.
Right?
Me too.
Gotcha. So yeah.
Me too.
And the new type of sessions that we're going to be doing, which is going to be the group sessions, because that's going to be phenomenal.
That's going to be phenomenal. It really is. It really is. I'm so excited for you two on this one. Yeah,
So-
just to be able to, yeah.
When we end this, can you stay on with us just for a few moments?
100%. Of course I can, yeah.
All right. As
See you later, everybody.
As always, we love being with you, family. Thank you so much for showing up, and please share and let people know we're still on the back channel. We should be unbanned end of this week, so maybe next week we can start on the main channel, but I haven't decided what we're going to do. We need to protect that channel.
Well, what we can do is use the backup channel, but put a video up saying we are not going to be using this channel at this moment for the next couple of months until, we have been good for 9 months or something like that, or whatever, the 30 days.
90 days.
The 90 days, get the strikes off. And we can keep on reposting that video so everybody knows it's there. So we could do that. You're our cat. All right, everybody. This was an amazing time to spend with every single one of you family members, every single one of you that is watching right now and that's going to be watching in the future. Thank you so much. We love you. You guys are amazing. You guys are creating those small ripple effects. And remember, like what I like to say, it's the smallest things that matter, not the big ones. It's the smallest things that matter, because the smallest actions create the biggest outcomes. Because it's the smallest presence that have the biggest amazing feelings within it. So keep on going, keep on moving forward, keep on spreading that love, that family, that connection with not just us, but all the other, shows that you guys are going and watching, because without you, there is no family. You guys are what creates that family connection. So keep doing it. Keep moving forward. Is there anything that you guys would like to add to that?
I'm good.
Much love, everybody. Much love.
All right.
Enjoy the ride.
We love you guys.
Probably not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Always go with the choice that scares you the most, because it's the choice that's going to help you grow.
Wow.
I can't do negative today. Positive vibes.
Hey, best friend. Wait. To the person seeing this, I know you're tired. I know you're fed up and so close to breaking. But remember, you have strength within you even when you feel weak. Keep fighting, best friend.